up, folks. Ooh, still need to adjust the camera view. Because it's not important to see the face. It's important to see the hardware. Have I got the space, the flex, the everything? Should be, yep, want to say should be good enough. Right, and good, actually, yeah. Alright, fair enough. So, once again, this is always the starting point. I should just have like a dedicated practice session of this sometime. It's not even part of the run timing, but it's something I nonetheless want to be better and more fluid at inputting. Like, I'll learn it gradually over time, but I'd rather not constantly hesitate while I'm doing it. The end part is relatively fluid, hopefully. But I'd like the entire thing to be fluid. Anyway, let's get started in 3, 2, 1.
Fucking waterhead!
I agree, Devo. Slight difference, but I think this will be slightly easier for managing the light, just with the space I have to work with. Okay, one spider, that's not bad. That was actually a pretty good wall as well. Try and finish my cup of tea during this cutscene. Just chug the entire rest of it. And the most important part of my setup, put on a stream on the third monitor since I don't need the run notes until I need to put the Dark Boy password in again. Not that I'm going to really have any time to watch, but during little bits of downtime, you know. it a little sloppy, but whatever. Always forget the number of inputs there. It's just 2 L inputs.
You fucking lang me!
Man, I'd really like to just get a new PB in the split so I can have not the constant 5-second loss from doing the menuing. The text speed. Excuse me. Oh, don't start hiccuping now. Come on. Long cutscene, like everything else at the start of the game. I'm going to turn the lamp on here and just not have it in the sunbeam until I need sunlight, just in case I need to remove rain. So that can randomly happen on these screens. Looks like no though. So I just need to keep out of the sun until I've gotten a couple of ghoul kills for experience.
You fucking lang me!
Oh, damn it. Alright. Keep the sun on for a bit so I can just build some bank, which really doesn't matter in this category, but I want to play this category like as closely to full game practice as I can manage. Which, like, strictly speaking, for just this category, there's some unnecessary stuff that I do, like items that I don't need to pick up, but I'm treating it like full game practice. If I was actually trying to just do this category and squeeze every spare second, there are certain things that I would skip doing. Need to kill another ghoul in this room. It's actually possible to be too close to the wall and not be able to push the block there. That was probably as close as I could possibly be. Turn the light off here. Just don't need it for a bit. Is that really only one bat? That doesn't seem right. Weird. This has actually felt extremely clean so far. Like, I feel like I'm playing very well. That lamp could have been slightly better, but it's very, very minor. But so far, this feels very good. Okay, that was a slight mistake. Yeah, that was really clean overall. And like I still made a slight menuing mistake there. But overall, that was a very good split. Like, looking back, I don't really think there's really any time at all that I could save in that split. Like, some very minor movement stuff, but I didn't make a mistake on basically anything. Ah, well, that's a mistake. That's actually a huge mistake. Okay, it didn't kill me, but that is like really bad. That's really sloppy. I just got too close to the skeleton. Because I was trying to be optimal.
You fucking lying to me!
So I'm gonna need to take like a big refill here. Oh, and that's also a mistake. And now I'm getting fucked up on my cable. But am I gonna get the lucky red crystal? I'll never know. Yes, I do! Oh my god, nice. I don't know why I had 0 sunlight there, but god. Yeah, good red crystal is very good. The important stuff is going very well, but I'm also making some pretty silly mistakes.
You fucking lying to me!
Thankfully my health is fine, like it looks like I'm taking a lot of damage, but this is actually fine. So since I have the red crystal, I'm actually going to do this now. Which is going to make the split timing a little funky, but it is better to do this now. Ugh. I should get my full energy back by the time I'm inside. Yeah, at this rate, definitely. And then I can turn the lamp off for a bit, because I don't need it for the cathedral room, because I've already got the red crystal. Yeah, cool. I think it's worth making sure to avoid that collision with the poison there.
The devil's fucking shit. No, I'm not, no, dickhead! I'm not shit, no!
That was a really good lamp as well. Health is perfect for dinner, don't need any refill. Please. I'm actually not sure how I only took damage once there, but I'll take it. That was a really silly mistake though. Oh, damn it. Like, my health's not full, but I don't need full health for dinner, honestly. Just want to be able to squeeze a bit of solar regen while I'm passing through this hallway. And then the sun just turns off anyway. Cool.
You fucking langer me!
Alright. Can I get a decent fight though? Ah, damn it. It's kind of dangerous, honestly. And it was not an amazing fight. I had a lot of lag throughout that fight. Oh, and it didn't split.
You fucking langer me!
That's gonna fuck up my next split. Don't know why I used my right hand to split there, that was really silly. Please. decent enough. Still need the sun for blacksmith. Well, technically I can turn it off in this little section.
Fucking yeah, dickhead!
Yeah, so that's a fake gold. That 100% does not count. And the actual, like, pace, PB chance of this is going to be 100% down to blacksmithing. Pretty much always is. Like, blacksmithing being like a 40 to 50 second swing, like, it's always going to be the defining factor. Like, at this level, but like I edited my sum of best, like my best split, so it's reasonably accurate now. Like the 4309 best time, that's like reasonably accurate. So to think that it's like like I say, a 40 to 50 second swing, that's what you see there. Like, you can't not have that time. I'm really glad as well that for blacksmithing we don't need to necessarily copy what was done in the current world record of using 5 bars, because with real sun like this, that it's very difficult to consistently maintain 5 bars. It's very easy to maintain max, but it's very hard to maintain medium. That was actually really good, but I bet I still don't get the short sword. Ugh. Fucking hate this. Yeah, 29.8 is very good. But unfortunately, it doesn't necessarily get you the correct weapon. Just improves the quality of the resulting weapon. Lol, not much I can do about that. Well, there's nothing I can do about it, it's random. Appreciate it if the solar sensor could stop cutting out randomly. Yeah, my health's fine. And just do need the sun off for this screen. Decent enough section though.
The devil's fucking shit. No, I'm not, though, dickhead! I'm not shit, though!
I like how kids just leaving their wild devils go, I'm not shit though. Oh. Now everyone's favourite room. That's not good. Bad room, but you can't really help that if that happens. So yeah, on top of the blacksmithing, that room also being bad, like that will just happen sometimes. Okay, that split was not correctly edited back, but... Ah. Good. Didn't get interrupted by the slime at all. I should not be taking half and half there. Like, if I'm going to refill, I should just do it on the solar station here. It's slightly more out of the way, but it's faster to recharge it on the station. Also, not doing my stat points here apparently, but let's see what difference it makes. Not too much.
Fucking yeah, dickhead!
Get the water! Oh my god. Like, lovely. Okay, one. Really, it's only the last one that matters, but always appreciate a good start. This is not looking like a good one. Nope, this is pretty shit here. It's one of the remaining two, which makes it bad. Okay, it's not the worst, but it was still pretty bad.
Devil's fucking shit. No, I'm not, no, dickhead! I'm not shit, oh!
Doesn't matter for the route, so I'm not going to remedy that. I don't think that matters for the route anyway. I think I've got still two. Imagine if I get proved wrong and have to actually pick it up on the way back with Sabata. That'd be cool. Ugh. Yeah, I do still have two. Oh, come on. Can't really waste the speed nut time here. Eight seconds remaining should be enough to get me to the room though. Yeah, if you're at like 3 entering the room here, that's fine.
Fucking yeah, dickhead!
Fake splits everywhere. Like, there's no way that that's actually a 9-second gold for that split. No fucking chance. Like, the fact that I didn't pick up the banana does not account for that. Epic. Got a bot in chat and no one to time it out. I guess I'm doing that after the fight. Okay, so my sum of best was pretty accurate, and now I'm saving like a minute on it, so no, it's not accurate. Yay, I banned it. This is actually, to say that this was like bad, a lot of stuff and blacksmithing, this is very close to the PB time. Oh no, the double. That's gonna cost me. Oh my, oh, this has been terrible. This is atrocious. Oh, that's a bad fucking hell. And these are gonna harass me the entire way back now. Yep, this is what happens. Fuck you! Bro! Oh my god. I guess if that happens, I should actually just leave the screen and come back, just to clear the bats off the screen, I guess. Because it's absolutely not worth fucking around with them harassing you. I'd love it if the game didn't slow down massively whenever you're turning on the pile driver. Oh, fuck off! Oh my god, that was the worst possible moment as well. Jesus Christ. Like, if all of this shit was happening on an actual PB pace, oh my god.
You fucking
Like, I would never expect to lose over 30 seconds on the last split. Are you kidding? Losing over 30 seconds on the actual Django Purification split, that's ridiculous. That would never happen. Yo, Simpleton, what's going on, man? Go fast. I will certainly try. In fact, alright, I didn't get you a Christmas present or anything, so I reckon there's one that I can do. Because you're here, you've always been here, and I had a need for this shit just before. You see anyone being a dickhead like any bots advertising in chat and stuff, ban them for me. There's a good lad. You have the power to ban people and stuff. And I'm going to take a very quick BRB so that I can take a tinkle and then I'll be back for another attempt. So grab yourselves a drink, whatever, or whatever you want to do. I don't give a fuck. And I'll be back in a couple of minutes and we'll get started with another run. We're back. And that means that you also get a nice new shiny role in my Discord server, Simpleton. Now you get to appear all special and that. Everyone's dream. What am I doing? That's not the right way. I mean, it's fine, you can go either way, but it's longer to do it that way, which means it's wrong, it's incorrect. It's suboptimal. Hey, that's totally fine, dude. As long as the bots come out the woodwork before you fall asleep, that's fine. I will remove the mod status after the raid. No, I won't. After the stream, and I won't. I'm not gonna remove it. Right, so I need the password again. The password. Oh. Alright. Can I just... Yeah, I could be optimal. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Yeah, it does work like that. It's weird. Very counterintuitive. 1, 2. Yeah. The optimal menuing for this is actually going to be a bit weird, considering how the cursor can wrap around. Oh yeah, 7 is 6. Yeah, that's right. Whoops. See, I know that's the wrong character. Okay. Okay. Good. We're good. We're ready. Got a 1 character name. Ready. Doing it in 3, 2, 1, go. I'm watching Worcester's stream on the side and he's a minute behind. We're both in. We are going in with our respective runs. Spider does that most of the time, can't do anything about it. Spiders! Oh, I was going to look up that clip. I forgot to do that the other day. I was going to just look up Nostalgia Critic Spiders clip. But, forgot. Like, 99% of the other transient thoughts that go through my head, it indeed just went through my head and didn't stay. It's like one of the only funny things that Doug Walker's ever said when he went, spiders! I mean, yeah, that is the better one. Like everything else comparing AVGN and Nostalgia Critic, AVGN's spider joke is better than Doug Walker, yeah. Man, I was kind of sad to like learn about how unfavorably James Rolfe ended up being viewed as a like creative figure by a lot of people, because like I always thought that like he was a shining example of someone who managed to avoid a lot of controversy, like as a, you know, persistent internet figure. Like, you know, every other day it's like, oh, someone's a sex offender or a paedophile or a domestic abuser or something, and James Rolfe always seemed like, you know, very above and apart from all of that stuff. But then people still managed to embroil him in controversy in other ways. It's like, man, alright, whatever. And it's not like a massive, you know, it's not like a life or death thing. Like, as far as I'm aware, I don't think there's anything like cancelable about him, so to say, but still. Like the Halcyon days when he was just like, you know, the best person on the internet and like, oh, everyone loves AVG and James Rolfe's like the best creator online, and like, I went too far, which is why he turned around to the other side. You know, we don't quite live in those days anymore. But we still have gems like spiders! Punch 'em! No, it's just... No. When am I ever going to remember the menuing for that? Fuck's sake.
You fucking lang me!
That's 2 seconds I can't afford. Oh. That felt close, but no, that was alright. I'm trying to think of like other creators with like this is specific, which is why I'm struggling to think of anyone. But you know, like someone who is like had the longevity of James Rolfe and has remained relevant and is still someone that people like, you know, really like overall. It's like that's not a very long list, partly because of the time span I'm thinking of. Like someone with the longevity of James Rolfe, there really aren't many like current internet figures who were also current 20 years ago. Oh, I didn't need to do the third swipe. Oh yeah, what did happen with Linus? I heard that something was going on with Linus. Like, what came of that? So, like, was it just, like, company stuff then? It wasn't like he personally had been a shithead to people? Like, was it personal or was it just, like, business shit? Poorly made with misleading reviews. Like, I'm still wondering like what exactly that means though, because like my impression was that, you know, Linus would do like all of the like, you know, research and know exactly what he's talking about with stuff. But I would imagine that with an empire that large, that's probably not true. So is it like, is he just like given a script to recite and it was, you know, the due diligence had not been done by others and he just wasn't aware of that? Or like, was he just, you know... Okay, they do have a writing team, okay, yeah. Like I said, I guess to a certain extent, like, with a media empire like that, you've kind of got to expect that it is a team running things rather than the central figure, but still, I don't know. I already need, like, a health refill. That Skeckleton fight was not good.
You fucking lang me!
Whoops. Oh my god. When you say views, I assume you mean opinions, rather than like, you know, oh, this video has so many views. I assume you're not talking about metrics, you're talking about opinions that they expressed. What up, Grey? You're racist. Oh, videos. Okay, right. Just like, oh my god, this piece of hardware can do this, and then it's like, that just isn't true. What am I doing? Oh my god. Completely forgot my menuing there. Like, I was going to switch to fire there, and I was like, no, that's not right. That's the opposite shoulder button. Anyway, you're not a baked bean, you're a Yakuza, remember? You're culturally appropriating the Japanese these days rather than the British. Oh wow, I can't wait to actually go to Japan and cut my finger off. It's gonna be so cool. It's gonna be sugoi! I can't wait to die from overwork. Okay, I'll take it. As long as the bats don't harass you there, that's fine. Oh my god, Metal Gear! I knocked on the wall and got the enemy to walk forward. Huh. Gray, I have told you before that Kojima was involved with this series, right? So any, like, Metal Gear similarities are not only, like, intentional, but they are direct. Yeah. I've heard Kojima apparently didn't work on this game, the second game, but, I mean, the fact that he was involved with the creation of the series, like, all the series staples and mechanics that appear, like, Kojima was heavily involved. Like, oh, you've got to shimmy along a wall, you've got to, like, not get seen by enemies, you can knock on a wall to distract enemies, like, yeah, it's Metal Gear. You've got 2 sub-menus on your shoulder buttons to, like, select equipment and enchantments, and, like, yeah, it's Metal Gear. You can grind experience and assign your stat points, it's Metal Gear.
The devil's fucking shit. No, I'm not, no, dickhead! I'm not shit, no!
Alright, I'd really like to not fuck up this trap this time. It cost a non-trivial amount of time and forced me to take a long refill last time. Probably, I want to say in the region of like a 10-second mistake that I made last run. Which I'd really like to not just waste 10 seconds on the spot from a single positioning mistake. I'm gonna need to take a bit of a refill anyway, but it'll be a shorter one if I make no mistakes here. Easy game. It's really easy to not get hit by the skeletons. It's really easy to do that trap correctly if you just play good. So, your other favourite wall-knocking moment of the run? Split, by the way. Now I need no sun so I can get the health refill. Need, like, about this much energy. A little more, actually. Hey Greg, like, the minute before you got in, we were talking about your favourite person, James Rolfe, by the way. Tell him, simpleton. That's more than enough, actually. Yeah. Spiders! Punch them! Okay, no. See, yeah, that's the other thing that, like, really sucked about the other run not going all the way. Was, I got the lucky red crystal. This could also be a lucky drop. Oh my god, it is! So speaking of lucky drops, holy fuck. The Gladius is huge. Because that guarantees good blacksmithing. That is really fucking good. And it means that I now actually really wish that I remembered which of the treasure chests coming out of the cathedral is the sword, because that's the only one that I need now. But that is actually really fucking lucky. Gladius is a super uncommon drop from ghouls, and it gives me a guaranteed good result on a 40-second swing later in the run. So now this is like fucking serious run. This is like serious time. Unfortunately, I have not seen the red crystal yet. That was very close to the edge. I almost died there. Like, there's no grace mechanic if you fall off a fallable ledge. You just die instantly. Which, for this category, is, like, fine. But for full game runs, like, you can't die in this game. In a literal sense, you cannot afford to die. Actually, my health's fine. I don't need to stop the moonbugs. I forgot to split on the second trap as well.
You fucking lying to me!
I don't know why I'm still forgetting to split sometimes. Alright, so where's this red crystal? Yep, so unfortunately that wastes a pretty decent amount of time. That I didn't get that organically. Good spiders. So that's a fake gold. I'm gonna have to just fix that later. That's a very good name, by the way. Urinating Tree. That's a really good name. That was a really slow menu. Wasn't quite certain about what I was doing there for some reason. That's just switched to the spear, but I thought I was also changing my enchantment for some reason. Started as an AVGN clone, like 1,000 other people back in those days on the internet. Literally every person seeing the success of James Rolfe and be like, man, I could do that. I could just, like, sit in front of a camera and swear at games. It's so easy. But unfortunately for them, they did not realise that James Rolfe actually had a history and an education in cinema and filmmaking. Which is a big part of why he was successful. Okay, so I've still got to go and place the red crystal because I did not get it early. And I really should take the health refill here, honestly. Okay, plus 15 at this point, probably going to be in the region of plus 25 after the fight. But then I'm guaranteed to get good blacksmithing. Oh, you fucking asshole! That was pretty sloppy. Plus 22, basically. Not too bad, not too bad. Gonna keep the light on here. There's not really any downtime after this point where I can be switching it on and off between when I need it. Dragging the coffin is a two-hand job, unfortunately. Quite literally. Django needs both his hands to drag the coffin, and I need both my hands to drag the coffin. Should have just trusted that the menu was correct. Like, it always will be, because I think that's like the first item that I pick up manually, so that should always be the first item. It should always be in the same spot in the inventory. Alright, Simpleton, thanks very much for stopping in, and I'll catch you later. Have yourself a good evening. Well, ESA isn't until next month, dude, so hopefully I'm going to see you before then, so... Okay, the sword is the top one. So I do still need to go all the way out, but I don't need to then stop to pick up the other two. It's good info. But yeah, I will talk to you and see you on stream and stuff before ESA, for sure. Decent coffin as well. Keeping the speed all the way into the pile driver room is very good. I'm not going to take a health refill here. Honestly, don't need it for the purification. Okay, if the sun cuts out, I fucking swear. Almost died there. My position was almost wrong.
You fucking lying to me!
Alright, so the time, like, it looks pretty dire, being like 22 behind, but I'm going to get good blacksmithing, and there is a decent amount of time to save in the ruins. Like, this is still, as the best possible time suggests, I can still save a fair amount of time. Honestly, the fact that I don't have a 43 in this category already kind of fucking bothers me, but it is what it is. Having the Gladius for good blacksmithing is a very, very good start. The other big RNG swing is the location of the tablets in the desert, but that's not as big as blacksmithing. So I'm going to need to just make sure that I pick the correct weapons for the blacksmithing now, because the inventory positions are going to be a bit different. I just need to use the Gladius and the dull knife for a guaranteed... I want to say it's a guaranteed short sword. It might be possible to craft an R rank weapon that isn't the short sword, but it should be extremely uncommon. Yeah, like, it tells you what the resulting weapon is, because that it should be what I get from this. That was not my best performance, though.
You fucking lying to me!
Okay, so my health is fine here because I'm going to just equip the armor for the mini-boss, for the trap. If you come in here with no armor though, this is one hit from death. Need full health for the next room, so may as well take it there. Pretty good movement.
You fucking lying to me!
I objectively should have had the sun on earlier than that, but it's not a huge deal. Because I just have a bit of more of a refill here now. You kind of do need to like refill to full there. Same thing that happened before. Just can't get a good room to save my life there. But at least I got through it in one piece.
The devil's fucking shit. No, I'm not, though, dickhead! I'm not shit, though!
Oh, come on. Oh, get it. Right. Oh, come on. Oh, really? Silly. Shouldn't change anything, but that's just dumb. Good, no slime bullshit. That was actually an optimal refill. Because I didn't wait to hear the siren saying, like, no, you didn't do that right. Or, like, you're full up. That was a risk. That actually was a big risk. One that I shouldn't have taken.
The devil's fucking shit. No, I'm not, no, dickhead! I'm not shit, oh.
Alright, let's get some good positions here. 1. Still 1. Still 1. Still 1, so this is dog shit. 2. And I got the worst RNG. I'm about to die. Absolute dog shit. Really unfortunate. Hey, at least my energy's good now. Lol. Split, whatever. What am I doing? I'm actually surprised how little damage the golems do there from contact. I actually need a bit of energy here. Yo, Piano Man, what's going on? Haven't seen you in quite a while. And yep, real hardware. This is like serious time. Should be fine for the boss. Ironically, at this point, I don't need solar power until the very end of the run. Like, I've got a boss fight coming up, but then I don't need the sun for the boss fight at all. Okay, 8 seconds remaining. Should be enough to get me into the room. Thanks for the good luck. I'm slightly behind, but this is nonetheless a promising attempt. Yep, just ready to go into the boss. Yeah, 3 seconds left entering this screen is more than enough time to get into the boss room with speed. Yeah. Nice.
The devil's fucking shit. No, I'm not, no, dickhead! I'm not shit, oh.
So this boss fight should be the same every time, as long as you don't play like an idiot. I hope that 140 is not going to be a problem, actually. I don't think it will, but we'll see. Because normally it's 144 per hit. Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Fucking yeah, dickhead!
So this is what we've got. This is what we've got going into the final split. 31-second lead. I'm going to lose probably a few seconds on this split. Just from, like, stuff. It might be hardware difference, I'm not sure. But this is a genuine, honest-to-goodness 43 pace. Going into the last split. And I only have one speed nut. So I'm actually going to have to stop to get the other one. Not entirely sure why I'm missing one, honestly. But is fine, we can remedy it. Should have just got that on my way through. I don't know why I didn't think I needed it. So now this one should last me all the way back to town. Would really love to have not shit bat placements here. That looks fine. Cool. Not getting harassed. Okay. And here we go. Final purification. Good fight. Fucking finally a 43.
Whoa! I ain't seen one of these in time!
Very glad that I finally have a 43 on record. And it can still be... I mean, as the splits kind of show, it can still be a decent amount better. And I have a fake split because I forgot to split on second trap. So I've got to go back and fix that before I start the next run. So I'm gonna try and fix that quickly. God damn it! How do I actually fix this? I can probably just go off my best seg, I suppose. So So my the finishing time needs to equal out at 43:41. Should be able to make that happen here with a bit of finagling. And then just edit the corresponding best seg. That should be reasonably accurate now. Well, something I do need to change actually. I do need to change a couple of best segments that are just apparently not very reasonable on real hardware, whatever the fuck. No, this is not a full game run. If you're looking at the leaderboards, any percent is what you'll see, and Purify Django is the category that I'm doing, and it is a MISC category on the leaderboards. I'm doing this category at ESA next month. The Enter Ruins split from there, that actually probably is a reasonable difference because I got the shitty RNG. So I'm actually going to leave the Enter Ruins split. Yeah, I don't know what's fucking happened to this. Some of these splits just from switching over to real hardware, but whatever. So this should now be this should be relatively reflective of reality. I've edited some stuff, changed some bests that are probably incompatible with each other and or don't work with like console lag, and this I think is pretty reasonable, having currently a PB that's about a minute off some of best, with little bits of potential time save throughout and a couple of segments where there's like a big possible swing, such as entering the ruins. So I think I'm happy using these splits and these best segments. So back to the root notes so that I can do the password again, and we'll start up with another attempt and just keep going, because I mean it can keep going down and I need to just, you know, it's marathon prep. So the idea is not to just get a PB and stop, it's to be as prepared as possible. Oh, oops. Alright, cool. Okay, so let's give it another go in 3, 2, 1.
Fucking what, dickhead?
I've even got enough time to check who's DMing me on Dick Sword. I already know what that is. Someone sent a clip of this stream, and I know for a fact what they've clipped. Thanks, Greg. Go up. Ah, that was almost a perfect start. The lesser seen perfect start with 0 spiders. I actually made a mistake in this run, in the previous run, so make sure to not do that again. Attack the skeleton from the right side. If you attack it from the right side, it actually turns the correct direction. Imagine that.
Fucking yeah, dickhead!
We'll pretend that's real, I don't know. Might be. That was almost a mistake. I felt like I rounded the corner way too early there. But did not get punished for it, so we'll take it. The fuck? I like how I've just been signed up for a raid with my guild. Like, I didn't sign up. I've apparently just been told, oh, hey, you're playing tomorrow night. I'm like, oh, am I? Okay. I didn't realise. Okay, so clean enough start. know, some some funny stuff going on in guild chat. Also, why do I have so many fucking notifications and different servers on Dixord? I don't care. I'm in the middle of a fucking run. No, I nudged it. Should turn the light on here. Ready to use it in case rain appears. Which doesn't look like it. It is pretty uncommon for rain. But you need to be ready for it, because it kills the ghoul, which you need for experience.
Hey, mate, have you got 20p, mate? Just check, mate.
Oh, damn it. Oh, what am I doing? Go, go, go. Really sloppy menu and movement. So I was really concerned when the ghoul didn't die at the time that I expected it to. The downside, so there is actually quite a lot involved in that. Just from a pure game mechanics perspective, the downside to keeping the flashlight on is eventually you run into a mechanic called overheat, which is a safety measure put in the game to make sure that kids weren't staying out all day in the blazing sunlight and getting sunstroke, where if you have too much exposure on the solar sensor, you will overload it, and you basically, it doesn't let you play the game for a bit until you give it time to cool down. So just in a pure gameplay sense, yes, there's that. There's also, later on in the game, there's plenty of segments where you play in your vampire form that is like, the end of this run when you purify Django is shit. Do I still have? Okay, we'll carry on. Yeah, the end of Purify Django has you, like, you get bitten by the vampire, then you get purified, but you are in a vampire form for the next leg of the game. You can't be in direct sunlight as Black Django, or you take damage constantly. And at max sunlight, you die very quickly in direct sunlight. So there's that. Whenever you're in Black Django form, you can't be in the sun. And then there is the more meta stuff, such as if I just leave this UV flashlight on constantly, it will run very hot. I could potentially give myself sunburn. I could potentially give myself skin cancer if I play this like all day every day and have my hands exposed to the UV. Like, these are all non-zero probability possibilities. So yeah, managing the light is a very real thing for playing this game. Yeah, it's one of the reasons why I think this is just such a good speed game in general anyway, but like the collection of mechanics that you actually use in this run, this is such a cool speed run. There's so many in-game mechanics as well that are just so neat. Like when you start the game, it's important to play this game on a cartridge that has a dead battery, which, like, you know, all GBA cartridges do at this point in time, thankfully. But you do need to have a dead battery, so you can't use the persistent clock features, because a big part of this game is setting the calendar to real life lunar full moons, you only play this game on the date of a full moon, because when it's a full moon, you effectively have infinite health refills. Whenever you try to charge sunlight with no sun active, like right now, and you're outdoors, you summon moonbugs instead, which restore your health. And that only happens on a full moon date.
You fucking lying to me!
And my personal favourite mechanic in this game, and sadly it's not something that you see in a run, but this is something you can do in the game, and I think it's the dumbest thing ever, and it's so cool. You've seen the inventory screen already, where you have like a few rows, a few columns of your inventory. So items in this game are perishable. Like, you use like fruits and stuff like that, and those are all items that degrade in differing amounts of time, depending on how strong the sunlight is. So, like, that's another reason, I guess, why you don't want the sun constantly on if you don't need it, because it will actually cause your perishable items to degrade faster. But one thing that unironically happens, and I'm 100% not lying, I'm not making this up when I describe this, one of the items that you can get in this game is chocolate. And it is also a perishable item, but rather than rotting, it melts instead. So, like, you can lose the chocolate from your inventory because it just melts in the sunlight. If you have the chocolate in the inventory slot above certain items, such as just a normal solar fruit, when it melts, it will melt onto the item below it and turn it into a chocolate-covered item. Which, that is the coolest and stupidest mechanic I've ever heard of. It's so fucking cool. I did not need to break that. So, playing this sloppily would normally, like, this would be like an easy, like, reset for me. But I do want to get the practice of playing the game attentively whilst talking and having my attention split. It's not something that I've like started practicing doing yet, because the marathon run is going to be entirely self-commentated. I'm going to be commentating the game as I'm playing it, and I have yet to really practice playing the game whilst constantly talking and not just 100% focusing on the game. So it's like, even if this run is going to suck, like, it's fine, it's part of the plan, it's part of the learning process. And I need to, like, you know, learn to do this sooner rather than later. I generally think I'm pretty strong at, like, talking and playing games at the same time. Like, I commentate all of my own marathon runs, but I've not really started the process of practicing that in this game yet. I'm trying to think of what other game it will be that you're talking about. Yeah, attacking enemies from behind is a big thing in this game, and the game, there's some pretty counterintuitive angles you can use to hit things from behind. Like, the game doesn't really care about where Django is actually physically located compared to the enemy. It really just cares about the direction that you're facing. Like, some of your swing hitboxes are actually pretty big. And, like, you may have seen, like, on the skeletons from before in the first trap, like, you can be, like, basically in front of the skeletons, but if you're facing in the same direction as them, the game considers you to be behind them, and you can do, like, attacks from behind, which are significantly stronger. And stun them. Oh, Musashi. Nice. Yogurt milk sounds cool. Ah, I wish I could have yogurt. I mean, I can have yogurt, but I've been working very hard on being, like, healthier lately and, like, dropping weight. And that would not be helped by having a big yogurt intake. Unfortunately. Okay, so also unfortunately, I will need a health refill outside here. So it's a good example to show that mechanic. So I'm going to get most of my energy back just from the sun being out, and then I'm going to take an opportunity to take the DS out of the UV stream so that I can get zero sunlight after I break these statues. Summon moonbugs and then transition into going back into the sun so that I can get a health refill and an energy refill at the same time. And again, you can only do health refills like that when you're playing on an IRL lunar full moon. Oh, and there's region settings on this game as well, which change the time zone, so you need to make sure that your date and time is correct, and you need to be playing in specific regions to make sure that you don't change the clock back too far forward or too far back. I just do not see the red crystal. There it is. Garbage crystals. Bad bat placement. This is really bad RNG. Talk to these specific bookcases to solve the puzzle. And unfortunately, you can only start doing this puzzle after you talk to the sign in the room with the trapdoors. Like, it seems very unnecessary to do that, but talking to the sign near the trapdoors is a necessary condition for making that puzzle solvable. Like, the game just behaves like there isn't a puzzle there unless you've already read the panel that corresponds to it telling you the solution. Which, personally, I'm not a huge fan of that. I do like it when games give you the agency to just sequence break like that, but I get why, like, you know, optional interactable stuff wouldn't have context-sensitive stuff unless you've already done, like, the context that's related to it. But it's like since Grandia is something I've been playing recently, like, it's one of my favourite examples is just that when you're stuck in the Garlisle base and it's like, oh, you need to crawl around in the vents, and you eventually stumble upon someone talking about the combination, like the password to open a door that's keeping you locked in, and it's like, you can find that door before you do any of that, and if you know the password, you can just put it in. Like, you don't need to be told what the password is. You can just put in the correct combination and it will open. And your party's basically like, how the hell did you do that? But it works, even if you haven't triggered the story event for it. Which is pretty cool. And I like it when RPGs give you that sort of agency. Alright, man, well, have yourself a good evening. Thanks for stopping in, and I will catch you later. Have yourself a good one. Okay, so I do need to do the red crystal, because I did not get the early crystal. I do not need a health refill for Denair. That is unnecessary. Start the boss fight with enchantment off. Should always remember to do that. think I should also revisit that assumption sometime though, because I feel like there must be a reason why I don't start with the enchantment hit. Like, I know that I've routed this fight before, but I've forgotten what reason there is to not do it at first. That's not good. Okay. But I did miss a slash. This is a sloppy fight. And I almost died. Yeah, that was just a bad fight in general. I'll wait a little before I turn the sun back on.
You fucking lang me!
Oh yeah, what am I thinking? Like, that speed nut is always going to be in the same inventory spot because it's in the inventory when you start the run. Yeah, that's one of the things you get from using the Dark Boy password. I kind of forgot about that. Okay, do not get hit in this room. Oh, get it. Yeah, not perfect movement. Ah, please. Not the best fight. was really not the best split there. And because I do not have a Gladius, got the potential 40-second swing here as well. Do not have a guarantee of getting the correct weapon. So I could well be over a minute behind after this split. Oh. Okay, that wound up being pretty average, I think. And got the short sword, nice.
Devil's fucking shit. No, I'm not, no, dickhead! I'm not shit, no!
The run continues. Please go. I feel like I'm going to be ballsy and take the risk of not putting on the protector. Because I'm already behind. Well, that was a mistake as well. And this may well show why you don't risk it. That was actually fine. Oh yeah, I still got my level up. Do need full health for the solar wind room. It's kinda not optional to have full health here with the damage boosting that you do. Can take 2 damage boosts and no more at full health.
You fucking langer me!
Very good example of why you can't accidentally just like not get ghoul kills like I did earlier from bad sun management. That I didn't get my level up when I expected to, so it could be a potential problem because you do rely on being level 10 for the boss fight. Hopefully won't, but we'll see. Yeah, I thought that was going to hit me. Whatever. Oh, fuck's sake. Whatever. That room has just not been fucking cooperating at all.
The devil's fucking shit. No, I'm not, no, dickhead! I'm not shit, no!
Alright. Let's try and clean this up a bit. It's a lot of speed nuts I've got. Wow, 9 seconds remaining going into that room. It's actually very good. Because I'm missing some experience, I'm actually going to take that kill. Yo, Mini! What's going on? Yep, light setup. Real hardware hours. Because I'm doing this run for ESA next month. Can't have no fake runs, it's got to be the real deal. I mean, it doesn't have to be. ESA does allow you to do emulator runs, but I want to do a real hardware showcase of this game. And so part of my relearning process is, you know, working with the light itself and also figuring out how to minimize the light usage so that I don't give myself sunburn and or skin cancer if I end up playing this game every day. I'm actually going to do my stats here. Because I feel like if I want to avoid the energy refill there, I will need to have extra strength. Oh, nope, I'm actually lacking energy now. I mean, yeah, flashcards do exist, but so, I mean, there's pros and cons to using both, is the best way to describe it. There are pros and cons to using actual sensor technology versus using a patch. The main pro that you get from using the sunlight patch is you get the consistency, because the sensor never varies. It is only ever whatever you set it to be. That can be a significant advantage in certain spots. But being able to have the free control without the need of all the menuing with using the actual solar sensor is also, in many spots, a big advantage. Also, this could potentially be extremely good RNG. Let's see. Please. No, not quite. Still got one left, and it really doesn't matter how good the first two are. It only matters where you get the last one, so I'm going to be pretty pissed off if this is still bad RNG from getting the worst location for the third tablet. It's not looking great. It's still one of the worst you can get. Cool. It is the worst you can get. Fuck's sake. It, like, defeats the fucking point of getting good luck with the first two if the third one is still in the worst location.
The devil's fucking shit. No, I'm not loaded.
So I know that I don't need to get the extra chest here because I've already got plenty of speed nuts. So I don't need to waste a couple of seconds there. Like, stuff like what I just did there, where I needed a health refill and sunlight at the same time, it's much faster to do that on this setup with the lamp, rather than manually change the sun level between the different recharges that you're doing. Any of those instances are a lot faster on real sensor. A big part of playing on the patch is actually routing in the spots, like in cutscenes or just little bits of downtime, where you can actually... That's fine, that's enough energy, I think. Oh, what am I doing? Little spots where you can do select and directional movement, where it doesn't lose a lot of time to do it. And why did I already switch to... However, at this point, I don't need the sunlight. I don't know why I'm keeping the lamp on at this point. Like, in my opinion, there might be things that I'm forgetting, but in my opinion, the overall biggest gain is from playing on real lamp like this, I would say.
You fucking langer me!
That might be a problem, that amount of damage, we'll see. I actually don't like those 148s. But it will give me some good info if the second cycle does go wrong. didn't go wrong. Good.
You fucking langer me!
So, I was thinking, when we're talking about, like, patch versus manual sun, the one area where the patch can also be very helpful and is just better, in my opinion, is, there's, like, this solar walkways in this game, the, little areas where the optional walkways, some of which are not optional for completing the game, only appear when you have the sun out. But I think due to a bug in the game, I'm not sure why, I think it's a bug, but if you have max sunlight, the platforms do not appear. You need to have maximum of 8 sun bars to get them to appear. And so needing to have, like, you know, a specific amount of sun like that, that's, like I say, it's very easy to do on the patch. You just set it to what you need it to be. But when you're using a lamp like this, like, if I want to specifically have 8 bars, that's not very easy to consistently achieve. And then, whilst I'm playing like that, if I'm, like, in the middle of the walkway, and then the sensor just decides to read 9, then the platform disappears and I die instantly. So, that is the one spot in the run where that could be a potential run ender if I don't do the physical positioning of the cartridge correctly for that. And that happens right at the very end of the run. The final hallway leading up to the final boss has a solar walkway. I assume that's there because, like, you need sunlight to be able to kill the final boss, so I guess that's the game's way of saying, like, hey, we're gonna check that you have sunlight before we even let you enter the fight, because it's unwinnable if you don't have sunlight. So it's like, in that sense, like, it's cool, but it really sucks that, like, the final hallway of the game has a little solar walkway, which, again, if that little quirk happens where the sensor just nudges over, then you just die instantly. And at that point, it doesn't technically matter if you take a death, but that would just fucking suck to, like, oh, world record pace, final room, basically, and then you just take a death out of nowhere. Like, that would just be so silly. Alright, let's get a good Django. The purification fights here with the manual sun, these are actually a bit more technical than you'd assume, because maintaining max sunlight, and sometimes the sensor just flat out doesn't read sunlight if you're holding at, like, the wrong angle or wrong position. It can be surprisingly finicky, and it's a bit of a problem if you have 0 sunlight during these segments. Like, you lose a surprisingly large amount of time for it.
You fucking langer me!
There you go, they're turning it on and off. So, right, I am going to take a very quick 2-minute BRB, and I believe I'll do one more run. I think I've still got one more good one in me. So I'll be back in a couple of minutes, go get a drink or whatever else, do some stretches, and try and get one more really good attempt in, because I can still push it down within this session, I believe. So, catch you all in a bit. I left the lamp on when I AFK'd there. That's a habit I should kick sooner rather than later. Watch heavy usage of this thing over like weeks, months, however long, gradually bleach my desktop, the region that it's pointing at, and the keyboard. I bet that's going to happen eventually. Will be interesting to see. Okay, so setting up das password one more time. The final time for the night. One more run to end it all. Okay, let's get it. 3, 2, 1.
Fucking what, dickhead?
I'm fucking ready. Let's do it. Yo, Kinky, what's going on, man? Welcome, welcome. Welcome to Boktai 2. I believe you will not have seen this game before. I mean, maybe you know the game, but you will not have seen me run the game, I believe. This is the best speed game of all time. Welcome. As you can see, I'm using my real-life Nintendo DS, and I have a real-life UV flashlight ready to fuel the game mechanics. And I should have real-life sunscreen, but I don't. I've only run this game, Kinky, so, 2. If you've seen Boktai on this channel before, it's this game, Boktai 2. This is the only Boktai game I've ever actually played. I'm a bit of an anomaly in that regard in the Boktai fandom, that I've literally never played Boktai 1, or any of the other entries. This was the game I happened to have as a kid, and I fucking loved it. Nice. Well, now you get to see some runs, and these are genuine runs on original hardware, not just emulated, and using the actual solar panel in the actual GBA. See, fuck that little there? Little black spot, that's what makes it happen. That's the magic in the GBA cartridge. And yeah, I really should. I've actually obtained a medical opinion from within the speedrunning community, from a real life doctor who does speedruns, who has advised. I like showed like the use case and how I do the runs and such, everything that's involved, and it was like, yeah, you should probably wear sunscreen while you're playing this. You should like actually have sunscreen on your hands. It would be in your best interest to do so. Thankfully, first few minutes of the run, you do not need any sunlight. Epic, man. Hey, if you ever want to like do a Centurion race or anything, it would be the most likely way to get me to play Sonic Adventure 2 in current year. I also haven't ran Sonic Adventure 2 like regularly for quite a while now. I still do like the occasional like bit of tooling around with the game, but I haven't like you know grinded hero story runs in quite a while. I want to keep it on the back burner once I like actually come back to speedrunning proper this year. But I don't think it's going to be like a regular fixture on stream for the foreseeable future. I've got other things that I want to do rather than just reset on Hero Story, reset on City Escape, reset on Wild Canyon. Like, there are other projects that I'd like to work on. But that does not mean that I would object to doing the occasional fun race with friends. Like, I've been doing, I've done quite a few Hero Story races with Harrison the last few months, I want to say. Might be within the last few months, but within the last year, definitely. I've raced Harrison a little bit in Hero Story. I can give you a refresher on those for sure. Like, I haven't been running the game regularly for a while, but I still know those like the back of my hand. At this point, like, I don't think I could forget the major skips in Hero Story. I'm just too familiar. He's not, like, running Hero Story again regularly. He just wanted to, like, do some races with me, like, for old time's sake, and just kind of, like, my position of, it's a fun way to engage with the game again, just do, like, races with friends. But we haven't raced for, a little bit now. If I asked him again, maybe he'd be down to do some races. And the, this is the exact sort of thing that the Discord server is for. Like, the SA2 All Boys Discord server, that's exactly what, it's for, this sort of thing. To like, oh hey, we haven't played this game in fucking years, does anyone want to do like a race, just like for old time's sake? Like, I could ask Harrison in there if like, if he'd want to do a race with like the three of us at some point. We did a couple of races with Shining, who is still active in the game, and as a result, Shining actually beat both of us. Like, imagine that! A timeline where there's a race between, like, Harrison, Draco, and Shining Face, and Shining fucking rinses both of them. Because he's been playing the game and we haven't. Oh, I love it. What a time to be alive. Okay, so, to kill this enemy, get into the cathedral, and then after 2 more kills after that, I can actually start using the sun. So I need 2 more ghoul kills here.
Hey, mate! Have you got 20p, mate? Just cut, mate!
Good stats. Yeah, man, that would be a lot of fun, honestly, to do a couple of races. And like I say, if at some point you want to sit down together and look at, like, CG, oh, you skip less. I mean, yeah, I can go over those stages for sure. I'm better at skipless CG than skipless FR for sure. But for normal FR skip, absolutely can do a refresher. And if you want to look at like old CG skip, can do that as well for sure. But I can look at whatever you want to look at in Hero Story. I've done many a tutorial for different bits of Hero Story, and I still feel familiar enough to teach stuff. I think you'll find that the Nook stuff will come faster than that. Like, I think you'll find that it comes flooding back a bit faster than you expect. As far as the actual piece recognition and remembering where the pieces are from the hints, you can also, like, kind of cheat that by just watching people's streams. Like, if you just watch the Knuckles players who, like, grind X20s and just lurk in their streams for a few hours, like, you know, you'll see where the pieces are and you'll remember a lot of stuff very quickly. And you'll also see all of the new strats that people are using in Knuckles. It's quite a different ballgame these days. With all the confirmed sets that people play around with, and all of the piece checks that they do that are probability plays based on what their current piece is. Like, the understanding is generally a lot higher these days. Like, if I tried to get into running Hero Story again properly, that would be the big barrier of entry for me. Like, that's the thing that I would need to spend a lot of hours brushing up on, is actually improving my Knuckles to current year knowledge. Learning all the confirmed sets and 1024 sets and which pieces are good to check for on different layouts and like shit like that. There's a lot of stuff to work on. Which is, it's ironic because like back in the day with the more elementary mode of Knuckles play of just like, oh, know the piece and go to the piece and collect it, like back in the day I do think I was generally one of the stronger Knuckles players. And now, like, these days, if I was, you know, like, oh, I want to, like, try and play at top level again, I would be pretty significantly behind in Knuckles' ability. It would definitely be one of the main things that would, like, hold me back for being able to compete in top times.
Hey, mate!
Yeah, Sadex is fucking nuts, dude. It turns out that it really helps when games get bigger communities with more minds working on, you know, finding improvements. It turns out when there's more people working on stuff, you make faster progress. Like, we can miss, like, oh, the glory days of when certain, like, oh, this runner was, like, the best, and it was just so cool watching, like, these couple of people be dominant, but, you know, there's a lot to be said for having a larger community that is more productive overall. Like, I'm always gonna have, you know, just like my personal nostalgia of like, oh, I liked when in Sadex when, you know, when G Pro had world record in every category and he was just head and shoulders better than everyone else. It's cool to have that sort of dominant status. It is, but the game is undoubtedly in a more polished state now.
Hey, mate, have you got 20p, mate? Look at me.
And G Pro definitely contributed to a lot of stuff, but there's a lot of stuff that G Pro did not necessarily find that other people have worked on. Like, he never necessarily had DSS in Sonic 06 status of that's actually a good, I'm bringing that up, that would be a good comparison point, and I would not mind asking around in the 06 community, hey, have you guys finally reached the point where you're starting to find stuff that DSS didn't already know about? Because that was the meme that, like, for years and years, any discovery that people found in Sonic 06, DSS would just be like, oh yeah, I knew about that. Like, there was nothing that the guy apparently had not independently discovered. No lucky crystal. Yeah, it's definitely a lack of documentation issue, but I'm just curious about what is a lack of documentation and what is genuinely new.
Hey, mate, have you got 20p, mate? Look at me.
That was really close. Also, really close in both timing there for the trapdoor skip and also having the bare minimum of energy that I need to be able to progress right now. I'm actually going to manually check some spots here because I need energy to actually do the flame thrust here. Well, apparently it's not on that side. So that sucks. Yeah, it's rediscovery is a funny thing for sure. Ooh, that was actually really optimal movement around that staircase corner. Movement in this game is surprisingly difficult to optimize. Like, isometric movement, anyone who's played like Battle Network or the isometric games knows how weird the movement can be in games like this, but handling stairs and corners is actually a pretty big deal in this game. The way that like that you can like clip up staircase corners like that means there's some pretty interesting corner cutting that goes on in a lot of places. Oh fuck, I didn't get the red crystal. Shit, this was decent. This was decent pace as well. That sucks. I knew this pace was too good to be true. Oh well. Can turn off the sun now for a bit. I almost fell off the ledge there as well. Get to see a lot of staircase stuff here.
You fucking lang me!
Yep, that. Eating like 10 seconds there from just forgetting to check for the red crystal. You also get a lot of block puzzle solving in this game. Thankfully, the block puzzles in this game are not random, so it's really just memorizing the solutions that are scripted. But still, it's like, if you don't want to memorize this sort of thing, this is not the game for you. I don't think any of the solutions are super massively complex anyway. Like, there was, from all the casual knowledge I had of this game, all of the puzzle solving was something that kept me back from wanting to actually learn the speedrun for quite a while. And once I actually like got down to it and like, okay, let's see how it goes, I was surprised at how manageable the puzzle solving actually was in practice. Like, there were a couple of puzzles that I remember being like, oh, this is going to be like, it's going to be so much work to like remember the solutions to these, and actually sitting down and learning it, I was like, oh, that was fast. Like, this is not actually that hard. Decent lamp. Like, because this is a more or less glitchless game, there's just so much emphasis on optimizing the movement, which I really do like. It's similar to Astro Boy in that sense that there's really not much in the way of glitches, skips, exploits. It's just much more about complete optimization. And saving together all of the million different frame savers throughout the run in order to squeeze out a small advantage. Such as not hesitating on menuing like I just did there. Okay, sun back on. I actually need the health refill, so I'll get ready to do that. second text option here. Then I'll take a health refill and also get a bit of energy. Please. Alright.
You fucking lang of me!
Sun off for the boss fight. Ah, damn it. One bad hit. That was a decent fight up to that point as well. I didn't manage the ads very well. I had quite a bit of slowdown, but my execution was very good up until the last candle cycle. So, like, it's not really apparent if you're not familiar with the game, but, like, you need to light up the candles in the center to get the boss to come down to attack, and if you are very precise with the spear, you can get all four in one thrust. I don't know what the like pixel window is, but you need to be very precisely lined up to light it in one thrust, rather than needing to go around the different sides or reposition. And I got all except one of them. Like, I got all of them except the very last one, which saves a lot of time because it prevents the boss flying around and doing other attack cycles. Like, it keeps the boss just locked down and you just combo it until dead. Sun back on for when I go outside, because I'm not really going to have downtime after I grab the coffin. As far as movement goes, these segments are by far the most important to play well. The dragging the coffin sections, where you use the bananas to move faster than normal. Since you have increased speed during these 30-second windows, any time loss that you incur is just more costly. Like, if there's any section of movement that you should work on getting correct, it's these sections, where you have temporary buffs. Like, don't get caught on corners, don't accidentally go the wrong way, don't just make small mistakes. Like, 6 seconds of buff remaining here, 5 seconds coming back into this room is really fast going. Then use another one as soon as this runs out. Yeah, this has actually so far been pretty exceptional coffin movement. And don't cut the corners incorrectly either. Like, watch where Django's shadow is to make sure you've actually rounded a corner and won't get caught. Like here. Yeah, that's fine. I'm not going to get caught on that, because my shadow is entirely on the light patch. So this buff will run out right as I'm entering the next screen. Yep, 1 second left in the next screen. God, that was actually really fucking good. To still have some buffed movement in that screen means that was very clean. Then trigger the 4th pile driver once I get into the purification, which is a little lower DPS in the actual fight, but it's way faster than watching the additional cutscene. Good fight as well. Yeah, that's a small gold, but that was a very good split. Just, like, not really a way to dress it up. My movement was extremely good, and then the purification itself was about as fast as it can be. Like, that's a very difficult goal to beat. And now come to the... if I wanted to just grind the best possible attempts, this is the main reset split. Blacksmithing is non-optional, and you can't fully control the result. And if you get the wrong result, you lose over 40 seconds, because you have to redo the minigame. It's, as far as I'm aware, it's like a 60% chance to get the correct result. And you don't really have... yeah, there's not really a way to actually control which weapon you get out of this. It's just a 60% chance for the good weapon, 40% chance for the bad weapon. How well you play the minigame doesn't influence the weapon, it just influences the quality of the resulting weapon. So, here we go. That was a good forge, so just give me the short sword. Yes! Good. Okay. This is actually a fucking run. This is very good so far, overall. Legitimately, this is a sick run so far. One mistake with not checking for the red crystal costing like 10 seconds, and that's really about it. I am not... I'm going to take an emergency health refill here. I'm not going to put the armor on, and I may regret that. This mini-boss kills you very quickly with no armor. Okay, good. Oh. My health is fine, technically. My health's going to be very low coming back out of this room, but this is fine to work with. Okay, I'm going to turn the sun on here, but keep the DS out of the light stream. You cannot have sunlight in the previous room, or it generates solar wind, which immediately pushes you off the ledge and instantly kills you. But I want the sun as soon as I get out of the room.
Fucking yeah, dickhead!
Then take a damage boost on the next set. Very clean. Oh, I'm supposed to still have the sun on here. Whoops. Yeah, this has been very good so far. Just not going to bother with the tarot card, don't need it for this category. Good! Finally got a good rune. This is really good. This is the fucking run. The last thing that can really swing the time is the RNG in the desert with the tablets. And I've had nothing but shit today, so if there's one attempt that I really want to be good, this is the fucking one that I need to be good. This is going to be a gold. That's an actual gold as well, and that's a really big split. Come on, don't choke now. Didn't need that, but it's fine. Ah, come on. Trying to be too optimal there. Svoa, what's going on, man? Tayo indeed. Okay, that's fine. Haven't been fucked by those slimes at all today. That's very good. I'm going to take the energy here. And do stat points. Just because I want to minimise the chance of the axe ruining this at all. Oh, fucking piece of shit. That's fine overall, but man, I hate seeing that attack. Thankfully I had the health to tank it, I hate seeing that attack. Categorically.
Don't be fucking questions.
Should get my level up on this next kill. Alright, this is where I really need good RNG. Nothing yet. Nothing yet, it's not looking good. Oh, this is dog shit. I mean, it's gonna be more or less the same as before, because like I said, it's only the last position that actually matters, but still, like, oh my god, come on. 2. Okay, it's better than absolute bottom tier, but still, the search continues for a good one.
Hey, mate, have you got 20p, mate? Discount, mate.
Okay, I do need the extra speed nut here. Please. Actually correctly did the menu that time. Saw a halo yesterday? What you are talking about? Oh. What you are talking about in this game? I'm playing. I assume it was pretty, but I would definitely like the photo context, so I will look forward to it. Cheers. Oh! Okay, that was silly, and I needed to then improvise the solution there, because I went off the intended solution. So I'm actually going to lose a slight amount of time here. I'm not going to have the speed nut to get into the boss room, but that's fine. It's a couple of seconds. Or I'm going to gain like a second. Jesus Christ, this run. Okay, there's any time that I do not need a freak occurrence with this boss, it's this fucking run. Seriously. Just don't... I know the solution for this boss, just don't fucking choke. That should be fine. Getting the extra 6 there doesn't ruin the fight, I think. And I still have the energy to finish the fight. Good! Yes! Let's fucking go! This is te fucking un, as they say. And it still has like an obvious 10-second mistake. Like, fuck's sake! 'This has been some schmovement as well. Yep, gonna still have the nut remaining on... This is schmovement and a half. I am schmoving. Yeah, you do upgrade the coffin. Like, you upgrade the coffin right after the point where this category ends, actually. But yeah, the normal coffin just being a wooden crate is pretty good. .13 coming out this room, also very good. Come on, good bats, please. Yes, good. Oh, wow, this is such a good run. God, most of that was fucking exceptional. This is actually going to be pretty difficult to beat, even with a, like, 10-second gimme. A little sloppier than it needed to be, but not a huge deal. If there's anything that I need to brush up on, it is that little bit of movement with Sabata doing the pile driver. Good fights. Yes! That is a good fucking run, holy shit. Almost going into a 42, wow, I didn't think I'd end on that tonight. Oh, that is legitimately a really solid time. And means that it will actually be difficult to put this into a 42, like, the yeah, the red crystal mistake, a little bit of time. That's the only obvious time loss that there was in this run. Honestly. That's, yeah, I am not unhappy with that at all. If this is the kind of run that I can showcase like at ESA, I would be so happy if this is what the debut showcase of Boktai to a major marathon audience looks like. And, you know, I'm going to continue to practice, so I'm going to continue improving consistency and whatnot, and be able to commentate what's going on, but just in a pure gameplay sense, wow, that was fucking good. I'm very happy with that. But that's going to be it for me today, so I'm going to have a look to see if there's anybody who would like a little Raidington. Oh, how do I even... Oh. This is one way to do it, I guess. So I'm going to go to a Japanese runner who isn't doing Boktai, but is doing Sonic Adventure 2. We were talking about Sonic Adventure 2 before. And yeah, I think I would like to go to this stream. Not a massive amount of viewers right now, so let's give some support. If you'd like to see some Sonic Adventure 2, let's fucking do it. So thank you all very much for joining. I'm very much going to enjoy highlighting this run and submitting it. So I will catch you all later. Have yourselves a good evening.